There are thousands and thousands of chemicals out there that we're exposed to, and most people, even pediatricians, know very little about the impact of prenatal exposure to these chemicals, how these chemicals are working, how they're affecting the brain, and also how they're affecting the development of the reproductive system in males and females. Some we already know are bad actors. Most of them we don't know because there just hasn't been the research. We've all heard of lead. We know that lead is bad, but many chemicals can come onto the market in the U.S. without being studied for toxicity at all, or without being studied adequately in terms of their effects on the nervous system or neurodevelopment in particular. Chemical exposures could affect hormone levels and things like learning and memory and attention and impulsivity. So it's really an area that needs addressing. We're interested in chemicals that are in consumer products. They're not the active ingredient usually, so it's not required that they be listed on the label in every case. These chemicals are things like bisphenol A, which is used in plastics and food packaging, phthalates, which are used in personal care products, medical products, and some building products, Triclosan, which is an antibacterial agent that's used in soaps, Benzophenone, which is in sunscreen, parabens, they're antimicrobials that are used in makeup and other personal care products, and a few others. Some of the chemicals, like bisphenol A, for example, there's now been a lot of research, and people are wanting to have BPA-free food packaging and so on because the word is out there that it might be a bad actor. But other chemicals are being used as replacements, and some of them are very similar in structure to BPA, but we don't know if they're having the same effects or not. They haven't been studied. It's called regrettable substitution. The chemicals are being replaced by another thing that may be equally or possibly even more toxic. Our goal isn't to alarm people. Our goal is to understand whether or not these things have risk. So we're really just trying to do good science and identify what the risks are. This is something that could be preventable, right? We could prevent exposure if we know it's a risk. So ultimately, society needs to address these issues. And what we're trying to do is provide good, solid research data about what the health risks might be of chemicals so that policymakers will have the information they need to make good decisions. The end goal is that children will have less exposure to chemicals, especially chemicals that affect neurodevelopment, and be healthier.